Luscious. Indulgent even. Cologne, gentlemen. I hear you bitching that Alpha doesn't do enough about colognes, and I understand that. But here's my take and my stance on colognes. Colognes are one of those weird things. Okay, let me back up. I get a lot of emails about people asking me, Aaron, what cologne should I try and what cologne should I wear? And really the answer is, it's really up to you, and it's up to the way that it smells on you. I have smelled colognes that I, in the store, smelled them. I'm like, oh my gosh, it smells like dog pee. And then I smell somebody in the street or wherever I go, I just sniff people, generally. I go, oh my gosh, you smell fantastic. What are you wearing? And it's the cologne I smelled a month ago that I thought smelled like urine. But it worked for him. It worked on him. Colognes are so interesting. They're very intricate, and there are a lot of different facets and characteristics to different colognes. And there are some people that are crazy like cologne heads. They have 20 bottles, they're smelling it all the time. But here's the issue. Cologne is expensive. And for guys like you and me, I don't need to have 20 bottles. I want to know, hey, what smells good? What are women going to like? What's my wife going to like? Whatever. I spray it. Hey, I smell it. Hey, it works. I think this is great. It's lovely even. And I buy it. And I use it for a few months until the bottle's out. Then I go get something else. I don't basically spend tons of money on colognes. Because colognes, the one downside for what it is, scented oils and water, is really expensive. Generally, it's going to be about $55 for the small bottle. But here's the deal. There are fragrances every year that become more and increasingly popular each season. Did I say that right? No. Slow down, Alpha. Relax, deep breath. All that cologne has me going crazy. Below this video, there are links to 6 colognes that are very popular this year that I have smelled. I like some of them, other ones I'm not that wild about. But just to give you a reference, these are the top selling colognes pretty much this year, 2012. So I'm going to call it my Fall 5 plus 1. So 6. Fall 5 sounded great, but I actually came up with 6. So there are links below. Now, where to buy colognes? There are a lot of colognes stores online that you can go and get some discounts. But the idea is that you need to actually go in and smell it. And I would recommend when you go in to test a cologne, test them on the paper, smell the coffee, because you know that they have coffee bags or coffee beans laying around a cologne or perfume counter. The idea is you spray, you smell, and you grab it, and it cleanses your sinus palate, if you will. And move on to the next one. When you find one that you think, you're like, you know what, this smells good, I think I am down for this. Before you buy it, slow down, spray it on yourself. Spray it on your neck, spray it on your arms. So this means when you go shopping for a new cologne, don't wear any fragrances that are going to actually intermix and intermingle. Now what I want you to do, smell it. Smell it on yourself. Wear it for a little bit. Make sure to spray it on your shirt so that you can take the shirt off later in the day or days later and smell the shirt and be like, oh yeah, it smells great. Actually ask people's opinion. Once you have the cologne on and you're walking around going about your business, go up to people, not like strangers, but people you know, be like, hey, I'm trying a new cologne. What do you think of this? Don't be embarrassed. Don't be afraid. They'll tell you. Some people will be like, yeah, hey, it smells great. Other people will be like, hey, it smells like dog pee. Either way, you didn't spend the money, and you're getting used to and seeing how it actually interacts with all of your natural pheromones and natural essences. And that's one of the issues with me recommending or suggesting of, oh hey, try this. This is great. This is the best smell stuff. Yeah, my dad wears it. I'm like, puke city, boys. So anyway, list below the Alpha Fall Favorite Fashion 5 Cologne plus 1. Check them out. That'll give you a good starting point. But the other thing is when you go into a cologne and counter and you're actually talking to the sales associate, they do this professionally. I'm a big fan of let the experts be the experts. Go in and ask them. Be like, I'm looking for a new cologne. They're going to be like, do you like earthy or musky? Be like, yo, I want something that smells good. What would you recommend? What are popular? And they'll actually give you some to start, and you can say yay, nay, no, you want something lighter, more lemony, whatever. But all these notes and lavender musks and stuff like that, I honestly don't care to know enough about it. I just want to smell good. And I'm assuming a lot of you are like that. And if you know of a cologne that you love, that you think is just the bee's knees, post it below in the comments because we would love to check it out next time we're in the market for a new scent.